Hello everyone, welcome back to more Dark Souls. And if you remember in the last episode, I kind of decided to give up on the Tomb of Giants for now. It was a bit, I wouldn't say it was too hard, it's kind of annoying when you have to hit the enemy for 3 or 4 times before you kill them. And then they gang up on you. So I wanted to try a different area, see some new scenery, because I've been wandering around in the dark for quite a bit. So here I return to my covenant. I don't really have any humanity to give, so but my main purpose of coming all the way back here was to discover a new area. So we're gonna be entering a new area today. I'm gonna be fast forwarding how to reach the Great Hollow. So you have to get there from Blighttown. I'm fast forwarding here just because it's quite hard to see how to get to um, the Great Hollow. There's a tree branch you have to run up in the swamp, and again, it took me a while to see where it was. It's not here near Kelag's domain. You have to go a bit further. It's practically near the opposite side of the swamp. So I also wanted to mention is coming close to holidays for everyone. Well, people probably are already holidaying, so happy holidays to everyone. I'm not quite sure how much I can do or upload during this time. I'll be probably busy a bit here and there, but I'll try to upload where possible and bring you some new stuff. But for those all out there celebrating and enjoying the holidays, happy holiday from me and the Demon Forever. Oh, and here I'm fighting one of those big guys with the boulders. I think there are like 2 of them. So hopefully people aren't too confused. So at this particular moment in time, I'm across from the entrance into the swamp if you came from Blighttown. So if you came from Blighttown and you went all the way down to the bottom, you would have reached where all those beetles were, and basically across from that is basically where I am now, and moving a bit um, to the left of the exit and to the right of my character at this moment in time. That may sound a lot confusing, I know, and I'm sorry, but it's kinda hard when they don't exactly give you details. So anyway, you see that sort of branch ahead of me, straight ahead of me now. So it's pretty close to where the bonfire is, I guess, the second bonfire of the swamp. So if you remember, the second bonfire is... Whoa! Almost poisoned. Yeah, it would have been better to kill those guys beforehand, but sometimes they're hard to see. So the second bonfire is close to the, I guess, nest of beetles that you first meet on the way down from Blighttown. And then this is just further across from that. And we get a plank shield? Sheesh, that seems like a waste. I'm sure there's supposed to be more here, so... Ta-da! I was just aiming randomly and managed to find a hidden area. Twin humanities, sweet, I guess. Oh, more fake walls? Okay. Sweet! So if you were sort of like stuck in the swamp and accidentally came up this way, if you just continued on, you'd reach the Great Hollow. And you'll also see something interesting as well. Well, not interesting, but something. A happy sight, I guess. if you did come this way accidentally from Blighttown. Hey, souls, sweet. And there's a bonfire. So you could indeed rest here, gain your strength back. And well, I'd advise you to go back into Blighttown Village, because this area here is a bit of a pain to go through if you don't have the Lord Vessel, because it's a pretty you'll be traveling pretty far, and there's only one way back out, and that's the way you go in if you don't have the Lord Vessel to warp around. So as you can see, the Great Hollow is basically a big ass tree, and you traverse it going downwards. So I guess we'll have to see what's down below. And there are a lot of things here. There's a lot of like crystal lizards and items, I think. But for the most part, I either don't get them, or I have no real clue of how to get them. So you might not see me getting everything. I might get a few things here and there. I pity the people that come this way without the Lord Vessel, whether they mean to because they know it's here, or whether it's accidentally coming this way. Especially early on, because there are a few enemies here that can curse you. Those same basilisks or frog-like enemies that you meet in the depths. Except they're stronger here, I believe. And their curse is probably stronger as well. Luckily, the stuff I'm wearing is pretty good against curse. Or pretty decent. At least it adds to your curse resistance. So yeah, since we're all heading downwards and whatnot, it's a bit confusing where to go. There are a few branches here and there. They all look the same. You have no idea whether you can jump off of one, or get onto one, land on one, and so on. Like here, you might think that you could practically almost fall down, but you're okay. We have a path here. And we can see some basilisks. There doesn't seem to be any other path to take. Well, there is actually, but for now, since this was my first time through this area, I figure why not confront these people? And I'm not sure if you can see in this view, but sometimes there are these like I wouldn't say skeleton people, but crystal people or something like that don't hurt you or anything, but their appearance is just freaky, man, to me. Whoa, let's not get cursed. At least my magic does hits them for a one-hit kill. So at least I know I'm pretty decently powered for this area. At least I think I should be. So you don't want to get caught by these guys. You know, if they all ambush you on 3 or 4 at a time, you're likely gonna die, and you're likely gonna get cursed. And this is probably the furthest you can get from a healing item after being cursed. So I mean, I guess it isn't all that hard to run all the way back up and find a merchant to cure your curse status, but it will be annoying nonetheless. You could probably deal with Half-Life, but anything more, not really. Okay, yeah, that's the sort of like crystal guys that I was talking about. I'm gonna swat one here, I think. Yeah, it's just freaky because they appear. It's like they teleport here and there, and you don't see them teleport. You just, once you pan the camera one way or another, suddenly they're in different locations. It was just, they don't hurt you or anything. Or at least I don't think they can. Maybe if you stand still for a long time, they will. I don't know. Anyway, as you might have seen, I saw an item somewhere up here, but it's not here. It's probably up above or something. And I have no idea how to get up there. So, unfortunately, I have to apologize for not being all that useful for as a guide, as a walkthrough, I guess. Oh, a Titanite giant. And there's a platform there. Maybe we can jump across, I guess. Let's see where this leads to. Doesn't look like anywhere important. I'm just trying to see what else is around here. Like I said, it's not the most it's all kind of monotonous in the coloring as well, which kind of makes it not all that interesting. I think down there below was where the basilisks were. Yep, I just came back up here, basically. And since there's an item here, let's get it. The large sword, decent. So this left pathway is pretty pointless because all it does is take you back up, and you also may get stuck here at this invisible branch, which is annoying as hell. Because I don't want to fall and die due to a stupid invisible something in the way. But you can actually get by. You just have to go to the left of the. You just have to be a bit daring and go to the left and almost fall over. So be careful. Don't actually fall over. It's the little things like this that kind of annoy me because it's dangerous. I mean, you die and you lose all your souls and enemies respawn. I guess at this moment in time it's not too bad because it's still early on in the Great Hollow. I'm gonna love that name. So I wanna jump across here. Well, I think I do. No, don't go back there. So this is a lot of this episode, or I guess the whole area really gonna be me traversing, trying to find out where to go and whatnot. And that was a failed attempt at jumping. I should have given myself more room. But and I died. So after talking all that crap about dying, I died rather easily, rather stupidly. But we're back up here. That's where I wanted to jump to, and I managed to jump up from above. So let's see where this takes us. So there's an item there. A red Titanite chunk. I think that's more for your fire weapons or chaos weapons. Fire most likely. And the blacksmith that deals with upgrading weapons to fire and chaos is the blacksmith in the catacombs that I did not meet yet. So the one that I was talking about a lot in the last few episodes. You see, look at those crystal people or whatever they are. And you'll see them like that, and then when I'm moving around some more and I look back, they would have changed positions. I mean, I think they changed position already. What shit? I mean, just looking at it now is already just freaking. Okay, that's my blood stain. You recovered. And in patch 105 they changed that to, what was it? You doesn't say you recovered anymore, it just says retrieved or something. It wasn't that big a deal, I don't think. that necessary to change, I don't think. So again, if you look below, you have the basilisks. I kinda don't wanna have to fight them all over again, so I think I try to find a way to not have to face them. You can't get back up from here, so it's a dead end, and it's more for if you're in the basilisk nest there, if you want to go all the way back up to the bonfire, really. I think. Can you? Well, probably not actually. So that's just me talking out of my ass. If you want to get back to the bonfire, you have to go back up through the inside of that sort of cave-like area and go up through there. So yay, we're hidden body. We can, I guess, evade their detection. The homing soul mask was just in case, which is usually why I use it, as a just in case. Anything bad happens. So you can see there are a few items here and there scattered. Again, some of them you probably have to drop down onto them or something like that. And they're a bit hard to see, really. Okay, some ladders. Oh, that's a tall ass ladder. Was there more basilisks down there? Yep. At least it looks like there's no more trees, is there? Well, unfortunately, this is near the end of this episode. I know this is kind of a I guess not so interesting episode, given that yay, muscles. Given that nothing really happened. I mean, we found a new area. I hope that the fast forwarding actually showed how to get here. Hopefully you guys weren't too confused by that. If you don't know how to get to this area, just search really, if in doubt. But yeah, so in a bit I'll be leaving you guys basically here. This dude kind of scares me. I don't know how many basilisks there are. Whoa! So let's see, they can crush you. So I'll leave you back at the top. Too bad you can't range attack them from here, from a ladder. Anyway, I'll leave you back up. Hope you enjoyed. Happy holidays! See ya next time!